Hi, thanks for tuning in. This is Film Talk Fridays on Tuesdays. My name is Andrew Tatar. Today our special guest is Gabriella Medrano, and we're going to show a film of hers right now. That was Pastel Dancers by Gabriella Medrano. I'm sitting with her right now. Hi.
Hi.
So, why don't you tell us a little about the film? I really enjoyed it. Where did you make it? When did you make it?
I made it in high school. I think it was senior year. I made it.
Last year. Was it for a class?
It was for a class in high school, media class.
Media class.
Yeah.
My class didn't have that. That's a pretty broad subject. What else did you do in that?
We actually only made films.
Really?
Yeah. That was the only assignments we had. We made films and we'd write like little scripts, but they weren't like proper scripts.
Oh, right. So no formatting or
No.
anything. When I was watching it, I was curious. What did you film first? The sketches or the dance?
The dance was filmed first, and then the sketches were made based off of the dancer and her motions.
Right. Did you choreograph or was it all dancer?
Yeah, I showed her the music because the music was made first.
Oh, was it?
And then she ran choreography by me.
That's really cool. And how did you get the idea for the film?
Just one night when I couldn't sleep, I just thought of it.
Really?
Yeah.
What was the assignment that it was for?
It was supposed to be a stop motion film, but in the past I didn't really enjoy making stop motion films because it's very tedious. So I
Yeah.
just put a little stop motion bit at the end.
Yeah, yeah. In the beginning, I thought that was a really cool way to launch the core of the film.
Thank you.
So I realized in the credits you directed and you wrote it and you edited it. I'm curious, what's your favorite part of the filmmaking process?
Favorite part? I think it changes from film to film, at least for me right now. But for that film, I really enjoyed filming it because she was very easy to work with.
Right.
And I don't know, it was cool because it was like high contrast lighting. So it was
Yeah.
cool to film.
How can you give us a little idea of how like filming it like played out? Like he would dance through the whole thing, and there's like several shots of it. What made you how did you decide like where the different shots should be?
To be honest, if I'm completely honest, I just kind of winged it.
Yeah.
A lot of the times I'd had her end in darkness or go back to the darkness so that would be easier editing wise, or I'd have her like repeat certain dance motions and then go into the next one.
Do you dance?
No, absolutely not.
I realized in the credits there are 4 editors. I thought that was very interesting. And editing can be very stressful. I'm just curious how 4 people. I'm just imagining 4 people sitting around a computer. Is that how it was?
Not exactly, because it was high school, so everyone needed credit for the assignment, but not necessarily everyone did work for
really?
the assignment. So I just put everyone's name as editor.
Really?
So that
So you
they did
were the
credit.
editor.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is there any films or filmmakers that may have inspired this?
Any film? Not in particular. In high school, I wasn't really watching, I don't know, films about dancing. So
Yeah,
no.
yeah. What films, filmmakers inspire you in general?
In general, I really like Joe Wright. He directed like Atonement and I think it's called The Soloist. I don't know, he's a huge inspiration. He works really well with music
Really?
and composition
Yeah.
in his films.
Well, I can definitely see how. I mean, I've never heard of him before.
He's
To be
very
quite
cool.
honest with
He's
you,
so cool.
but I can definitely see a relationship with the music and the cinematography in your film. So, when did you decide you wanted to be a filmmaker?
I decided probably sophomore year of high school that I wanted to do film. And it was by accident, actually. I really
Really?
wanted to take psychology, but it
Really?
didn't fit in my schedule, so they forced me to take a film class.
Really?
Yeah.
Really? So a happy accident.
Yeah.
Well, where else did you apply besides Purchase?
I applied to NYU, Syracuse, New Paltz, and Pace, I think.
Is Purchase your top?
Yeah.
Really?
It was, yeah.
What attracted you about Purchase?
Just the overall vibe of the campus, and then the vibe of the film program.
Yeah.
Very chill, very low key, and it felt more personal than
Yes.
other programs.
Yeah. So we talked a little before about what it's like to be in the film conservatory, and you told me that you and your classmates all kind of collaborate on everything, and you help each other out.
Mm-hmm.
Do you enjoy being part of the team or leader of the team?
I think there are very nice aspects to both. I think being director can sometimes be stressful because, like, even though everyone's helping you, I guess if it doesn't work out, it's kind of, in a way, still your fault, like, because you're the one in charge, in a sense. And being on crew is nice because it's less stressful, but you still want to help people out. So a lot of work goes into that.
Yeah, yeah. Plus, you probably like being the creative force.
Yeah, that's
I
nice.
know I
too.
would. Yeah. So, can can you tell us a little about the films that you're working on now?
Well, right now everyone's working on freshman films,
Yeah.
and everyone has different ideas for that. I guess about my film, it just has like a little underlining theme of race and how that affects a kid growing up.
Yeah.
That's what my film is generally about.
That's interesting. I hope we can all watch it someday.
Maybe.
On my show. So I'm curious, do you have like an ultimate career goal?
Yeah, my ultimate career goal would be able to do something in film regardless of how small and be able to make some kind of living out of it, instead of like low-key homeless. That would be nice.
If you could, do you have like a dream picture? Like if you could make any film, what would that be? Standard interview question.
Any film? I think it'd be really cool to make some kind of like feminist doc film that was really successful, because I really enjoy those when they're done well and they have a good message that isn't over the top. That would be something I'd like to make.
Have you ever seen, if I can remember the name of it, I don't think I can.
Is it on Netflix?
I don't know if it's on Netflix. Oh god, this is driving me crazy.
I know him.
It was like, whatever. So that's, I guess that's an issue that you are passionate about. Have you made a documentary before?
No, I have not. I'm excited to learn how
Yeah.
to go about that.
I think in film you choose a focus, right? Yeah. Okay. Are you gonna choose documentary or narrative?
I'm not sure. I need to explore it first before I make that decision.
Yeah.
But maybe.
When do you choose?
You choose. I don't think you ever are like making a set choice. It's just at the end of the year with your film, you kind of decide which one you're doing.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I have time. I definitely have time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is there any advice you would like to give, having been in the conservatory for a little over half a year? Is there any advice you'd like to give to somebody coming in next year?
I would tell them to try and get on as many upperclassmen sets or friend sets as possible, even if you have no idea what you're doing.
Yeah.
Because it's good. It's a good experience. People might not be happy with you because you'll mess up, but I think it'll be good.
Yeah. Yeah. I can imagine people not being happy when you mess up. So I am curious, when you walked into the film conservatory for the first time, were you a little frightened or what?
I wasn't really frightened. I was excited, maybe kind of nervous, but a good kind of nervous.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool. We had a little difficulty with the light.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's really cool. Well, thanks for coming on. I really appreciate it. Gabriella, everybody. Hopefully you can come on again.
Yeah.
MDT. He owns the show.
Sorry if I distracted you by flipping them off.
Okay.
Did I?
A little.
Sorry about the lights, Andrew.
It's okay.
If that ever happens, you can just go like this and they come back on.
Oh, okay. Oh, is that automatic?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, it's like